guys, tonight we drift together into a world older than the pyramids, quieter than the Nile at midnight, and let's be honest, probably dustier than your grandma's attic. You're walking through Egypt, but not the Instagram Egypt with camel selfies and crowded tours. No, this is the slow Egypt of myths, where the gods wander half asleep, priests mumble chants that even they've forgotten halfway through, and the sand itself seems to yawn under the moonlight. You feel your feet sinking into cool desert dust. The stars overhead sparkle with that extra shine they only had before electricity. Every little grain of sand crunches beneath you, and somewhere in the distance, a lazy donkey brays like it, too, wants to go to bed. You probably won't survive this night in real ancient Egypt. Mosquitoes, scorpions, and no Wi-Fi, but don't worry, we're staying safely in the land of imagination. So, before you get comfortable, take a moment to like the video and subscribe, but only if you genuinely enjoy what I do here. And hey, I'd love if you drop your location and the local time in the comments. It's always fun to see who's listening from a cold, rainy night in London or sweating under a hot ceiling fan in Mumbai. Now, dim the lights, maybe turn on a fan for that soft background hum, and let's ease into tonight's journey together. You wander toward the edge of a small temple. The walls are faded, carved with hieroglyphs that look like little stick figures frozen mid-doodle. A sleepy priest, he looks like he's been awake since yesterday, waves a torch, and the flame flickers against the stone. You follow him inside, where the air smells faintly of incense, sand, and something suspiciously like goat. Here, under the cracked ceiling, the myths of Egypt are not loud epics told around campfires. No, they're slow, gentle stories whispered to keep you from noticing how endless the desert night feels. You start to imagine Ra, the mighty sun god, who rides across the sky every single day. A flaming chariot, a golden barge. Sounds impressive, right? Well, for Ra, it's just his daily commute. No one tells you how boring it must be to drag the sun from one horizon to another, every single morning, every single evening. Imagine doing the same job for thousands of years without a single vacation day. Even HR wouldn't approve. As you lean against the wall, you picture the first mainstream fact. Egyptians believed the sun's rising wasn't just physics, it was Ra actively pulling it up. No sunrise without him clocking in. And then you realize, wow, their whole world depended on one god not oversleeping. Stressful much. But here's a quirky little detail in some myths. Ra was said to be so old that even his spit created new gods. Yes, apparently one lazy young spit was enough to bring life into the universe. Ancient biology was creative. Scholars still argue whether Ra's nightly trip through the underworld was seen as an epic, cosmic battle or just the equivalent of a janitor making his midnight rounds. You imagine Ra, half-dozing, staff in hand, muttering at snakes of chaos. Ugh, can we not tonight? The priest gestures toward another carving, this one of Osiris. His body is stiff, wrapped like a mummy, painted green as if he accidentally rolled in moss. Osiris is the god of the afterlife, the eternal sleeper. And what better god for a bedtime story than the one who literally spends eternity lying down? Your eyes grow heavy as you imagine the old myth Osiris betrayed by his jealous brother, chopped into pieces and scattered across the land. Honestly, the drama was probably more exciting when first told. Tonight, though, it feels like someone reading you the world's most ancient shopping list. Torso here, leg there, head somewhere downstream. The temple grows quieter, the torch flickers lower. You feel yourself drifting deeper into the stillness of the Egyptian night. Outside, the desert is so silent that even the stars seem to hum softly. Your breathing slows, matching the rhythm of the stories, like a boat drifting on the Nile's gentle current. Every step you take in this temple feels heavy, almost slow motion. You pass a column carved with images of Set, the god of chaos. He has a strange animal head, part dog, part donkey, part who knows what. No one's sure what animal he was supposed to be. Scholars still argue whether Set was modeled after an extinct desert creature or just an artist's bad day at work. Whatever he was, tonight he looks less chaotic and more like a cranky uncle who just wants to sleep. You think about how, for the ancient Egyptians, these gods weren't faraway fairy tale characters. They were co-workers, neighbors, family. Ra, Osiris, Isis, Set, all part of the big, messy household called the cosmos. And in that household, bedtime stories weren't about dragons or castles. They were about whether the sun would rise, whether crops would grow, whether death could be cheated for just one more night. The temple walls press in closer. The torchlight dims again. The priest has already slumped against the doorframe, half snoring. You feel the same pull, the weight of history draping itself over your shoulders like a linen shroud. The gods of Egypt are ready to lull you with their slow, repetitive myths. And so, as the sand shifts outside and the moon climbs lazily over the horizon, your journey into the boring Egyptian myths for sleep truly begins.